What's up, guys? It's Tenacious Rick, and I'm here to do something new for you. This is my new channel called Tenacious Comics, where I'm going to review a couple comic books each week, pretty much the first two that I really enjoyed reading. And starting off this week with All New X-Men #1 and Superman from the New 52. First off, let's get started with Superman, number 14 from the New 52. It's called Hell on Earth. I don't know if it's pronounced Hell or Hail or whatever. It's supposed to be a Kryptonian name. It's a new character coming to us from Scott Lobdell from the New 52. And I was looking forward to this book because Kenneth Rocafort is a new artist. He previously was doing the artwork for Red Hood and the Outlaws. I don't know who's doing it now, but he switched over to Superman. And this is my first outing with Superman of the New 52. I read the original Action Comics #1. Hated it, so I dropped it. But this was actually pretty good. I really, like I said, Kenneth Rocafort. I mean, when I look at comics, in my opinion, they're art. Comic books are art. It's not just writing, it's mostly, in my opinion, art. In order for a book to be good, it's got to be drawn good. You know, I can have an amazing writer come in and write this amazing piece of work, but if it's drawn horribly, I can't read it. So this was amazing. It starts off with Lois Lane coming to visit Clark, to see what's going on with him, and bear with me because this is my first issue of Superman. It's issue 14, so I don't really know what's going on completely. I know that because of Justice League, spoiler, Superman and Wonder Woman together, so him and Lois are just friends. They don't hook up at all in the New 52. All of a sudden he gets a knock on the door, and it's Supergirl, who's like, she talks weird, but she looks damn hot in this. If an artist can draw a girl good, he's a good artist. That's all I gotta say. So Supergirl comes to Clark because she met someone from Krypton, who Clark apparently has said, met a few people who said they're from Krypton. They're really not, but this guy is kind of freaky. He reminds me of, if you've seen Dragon Ball Z, he reminds me of Broly. He's kind of dressed like him. He's got that hair. He's just big and bulky. Sorry about my sniffling. I do have a cold, so bear with me on that. Thank you very much. I blame Corm. I always do. Blame him for everything. So what I like about this is they're actually introducing a new character to the DC universe, much like they did with Graves in Justice League. And I kind of like this character. I feel like this is finally Superman has a formidable opponent to face off against. So I really enjoyed that. And what happens, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just saying, if you're already reading Superman, you're probably going to like this. If you haven't read it yet, I mean, this isn't the best place to jump off on, to jump onto the book. I am only doing it because I like the artist, and I really was looking forward to him getting into Superman. The story is not that hard to follow. Superboy is also in this. The whole point of this is, it's called United They Fall, so I believe there's a storyline with Superman, Supergirl, and Superboy. They're all going to be fighting this character, so, and that's going to go on in Superboy, issues of Superboy, and issues of Supergirl, so it's a tie-in thing, so it's pretty cool in that sense. With all that being said, I recommend this book highly, and I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5, so pick it up, check it out. My comic of the week, the best thing going on in Marvel now, right now, and that is All New X-Men #2. Starts off where we left off in the first issue. Beast is in the past talking to Scott Summers and the rest of the original X-Men, and he just got finished telling Cyclops about what he did, and nobody believes him, of course. And Beast, as you know, well, you know what? I'm not going to say it because if you haven't read it, pick it up because it's only the second issue. But something's going on with Beast, so he decides to try to rectify things from the future, and he wants old Scott to talk to new Scott, and hopefully that'll make Scott from our time period, or the present time period, realize the mistakes he's making in life and what's going on. One of my favorite scenes is when they do eventually go into the future, and old Iceman sees new Iceman. They look at each other and scream, and it was pretty hilarious. And then the part when Jean puts Wolverine to sleep. The artwork in this is great. Brian Michael Bendis does a great job writing it, and I mean, I definitely recommend picking this up because from what I've read so far in the Marvel Now, this is the shining light as to what's going on with Marvel now. You need to be reading this book because this is the most enjoyable book from Marvel now. Every time I read it, I don't want to put it down like I do like with Iron Man. Oh my god, that was god awful. And even the Fantastic Four, which I said was okay. I mean, this completely overshadows that because I mean, I also read that new Future Foundation one. Art is horrible in that book. I mean, in some ways, I guess you could say it's retro. It looks like a Silver Age kind of thing, but it's just not good. And this is great. This is my comic of the week. I give All New X-Men a 5 out of 5. So that's it, guys. Those are my reviews. I hope you enjoyed this so-called video, because there technically is no video right now because my camera's on the fritz. So this is just an audio, and some nice little pictures there you can see too. See those pictures right there? Yeah, that's a picture, and there's a picture there. So you can check that out. Don't forget to check out Comic Nation Live, Fridays at 10 Eastern. Corin would have me say something else, but I can't remember that at the moment. Don't forget to check out bkbn.net for all your news, reviews, and maybe a little more. I'm Tenacious Rick, your reviewer, and I will catch you guys later.